Tory Lanez and this album he decided to put out in regards to Megan Thee Stallion, her friend Kelsey. So we're going to be getting into all of that today. My personal opinion, I feel as though he shouldn't have put out an album at all. He could have done an Instagram live. He could have done a YouTube live. He could have done a damn interview. He could have went to the Breakfast Club. He could have done something different other than putting out a damn album in regards to this situation. Because honestly, it's like he's profiting off of this woman's trauma. Like, you're profiting off of this trauma that happened to this girl that you've done. Like, even if it's accidental, whatever, at the end of the day, the situation was still traumatizing for her. So why would you profit and make money off of this situation? I just thought it was very tacky. I'm very disgusted with how he went about it. And then he went about it on the, like, he put out this album on the day Breonna Taylor situation came out. Like, it was a lot going on, and I just felt like it was just not the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading to see what the fuck going on. And what was the reason behind him putting out this album. So what I'm seeing is that the reason behind him putting out this album, I keep saying video, I don't know why, but the reason why he keep putting out this album is because he was thinking about his finances for long term. I am seeing the reason behind him putting out this video is for finances, because I'm seeing where he don't know where he's going to be within the next year or two, because with how everything has been going for him, I am seeing a lot of opportunities been pulled from him, a lot of deals, a lot of things has been pulled away from him. Like, no one is wanting to associate themselves with Tory Lanez. So I am seeing there has been a lot of setbacks in regards to his finances. So he put out this album because he was thinking about his long-term finances. Like, he wanted to make sure he was good financially, and that's the reason why he put out this album, is because of that. So he was thinking about long term, because he don't know where he's going to be within the next year or two. So there's a lot of confusion there. So he wanted to make sure he had a safety net, because I do believe he does have a child. So I am seeing where he was trying to make sure he was good financially, because he don't know where he's going to be within a year or two. There has been a lot of delays and a lot of setbacks in regards to this situation happening around him. So I am picking up on there has been a lot of obstacles and challenges from him after the situation. So a lot of people have not been working with him. A lot of companies are not trying to collab with him. A lot of things has been going on. So he's just trying to make sure he was financially set for the future, if in case things go left within the next year or two. Because right now, how things are looking for him, they aren't looking good, and he's trying to protect himself financially, and he's trying to protect his money. So that's the reason why he put out the video, is for financial reasons. Also, I'm picking up where he thought he was going to get a good reaction out of people in regards to this album. I'm also picking up he was very confident about putting out this album, because he thought he was going to receive a lot of positive feedback. But no, he didn't receive a lot of positive feedback. So I'm seeing where that also went left for him too. He kind of was trying to. I am picking up he was kind of taken aback in regards to the response he got from his album as well. But the fact is, people are buying this album. Like, I'm seeing the money coming through for him in regards to this album. People are buying it. So that was his goal, to make sure he got paid and make sure he was financially set for long term. Yeah, he felt like he had to do it. He felt like he had to do this, because he was very confident in putting out this album, because he knew that he would have got money off of it. He knew it would have been a good cause, because even though he received a lot of backlash, and it took him by surprise by how why he didn't expect it to be a lot of backlash. Like, I don't, but anyway, yeah, I'm seeing where he still had confidence that this album would sell, and he was actually very right. This album did sell. He's getting money from doing this, so that was his goal. Because at the time he had a lot of obstacles, like money wasn't really coming in. Like, before he put out this album, financially he was good before he put out this album, but he started thinking about long term, and he saw that like a lot of deals and people didn't want to collab with him anymore. Any business owners didn't want to collab, so he had to do something to make sure he was good financially, and that's the reason why he put out this album, because there was a lot of setbacks and delays in regards to how he was getting his financial income. Like, this could have been from business deals he had, like people, like deals he had with people. They took him off. They pulled back from him. So the money was no longer, like, money from certain deals he had was no longer coming in. So even though he was good financially prior before this album, he started thinking about, wow, a lot of people is no longer collabing with me. A lot of things are delayed now. Like, my money is getting delayed. So let me go ahead and put out something to make sure I get my money. Basically, that was his goal, and actually his goal was accomplished, because people sure did buy it. Because I am seeing financially, he really got a big payday from this album. And he knew. And the thing is, he knew it would have received some negative feedback, but at the same time, he didn't expect it to receive that much negative feedback. But at the end of the day, he still got paid a big ass payday from this album. So there are people who still supports Tory and believe Tory and on his side. So there, and then on top of that, he knows gossip sell. He knows people love news. People love gossip. So he knows that sells. So I am seeing where he put that album out because he knew it was going to sell anyway. People love news. But he didn't expect it to receive that much negative feedback. I mean, my thing is, how you don't expect to receive so much negative feedback if you putting out a fucking album based on a traumatizing situation that happened to a young lady? Like, what the fuck do you expect, Tory? The fuck? Anyway, moving along. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing with Tory right now. That's what I'm seeing, but that's the reason why he put out the album. I'm also seeing where he didn't really speak a lot in that album, where in the energy here, he didn't speak about the entire situation. He didn't give a full story about what happened. So it's like he's not talking the full story on that album. He just giving bits and pieces, is what I'm seeing. He can't speak on everything right now until this court date I'm picking up on. I am hearing we're going to hear from Tory within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to hear back from Tory within 2 to 3 weeks, y'all. He's going to say something else, and the court date is coming up in his reading, where after this court date or during this court date that's coming up, he's going to speak soon, and things are going to come out more about this situation. So this is not the last time we're going to be hearing about this situation. Within the next few weeks, we'll be hearing about it again. So I'm seeing where Tory is going to end up talking again, or Tory is going to end up talking again. But he didn't tell everything on that album. I am seeing where he didn't really put out everything on that album because there was so much he couldn't speak on a lot on this album because there's a court date coming up. So let's see how Megan Thee Stallion feels. How did Megan feel about this album? How did she feel? I'm picking up she feel like he was weak. She feel like that was a weak move that he did. And she feels as though the truth is fully going to come out. And she can't wait for the truth to really come out, because I'm picking up what she said. She is saying that he's very manipulative. I'm picking up in her energy. She feels as though he's very manipulative and he's lying about a lot on the album. Yeah, these two did had a sexual, romantic, whatever relationship. There was some dealings between him and Megan. There was a relationship. That definitely is the truth. There was one. I even said it on my last video on Megan and Tory. There was a relationship between him and Megan. But I'm picking up on that night. She feels as though he's being very manipulative about the details. And she feels as though he's lying. And then on top of that, I'm picking up where she feels as though he's creating more issues surrounding the situation as if she's not being honest. So he's creating more problems for her. And it's like I'm picking up where she feels as though he's creating more problems that she don't need. I'm also seeing where she just over this whole entire situation and just ready to move on from it. Now she's trying to heal and move on. So it's just like he's coming out with these lies. I keep hearing lies. Like she feels as though he's not being truthful. He's being very manipulative about what he's saying on the album. And but like I said, he didn't tell a full story. I keep seeing where the full story did not came out yet. Even though he made an album, he didn't tell a full story. There's details he missed out. She just feels like he's being very manipulative, but she's ready to move on. And I'm picking up where she's about to speak soon, but I'm keep picking up where she's not speaking until her album drop. Because I keep hearing where she got a lot going on. She got other things to focus on than this Tory Lanez situation. She's trying to move on from it, and that's what I'm seeing. But she's gonna speak again. She's gonna speak out soon about it. So she's gonna let him get. She's allowing him to get his she's letting him get his little whatever intentions he had behind what he said about her on the album. She just let him get all that out until everything get exposed. There's more we about to hear. There's more that's about to come out. I'm also picking up what Tory tried to contact Megan prior before the album came out, but her team did not allow him to speak to her at all. Like he tried to reach out to her, but it's like her team started sending him threats. I am hearing threats was sent to him. Like they did not want him in contact with her. They did not want him communicating with her at all. They don't care about nothing he has going on or what he has to say. They did not. Like I am seeing her team threaten him before this album came out. Her team did send him threats because he tried to contact her and communicate with her prior before the album came out. So he did reach out to Megan. I'm also seeing where she feels as though he's being very emotionally manipulative. Like he's trying to come off a certain way to the public, but she knows that he's playing games. She's really over Tory. I am seeing that. She's really over him. Yeah, she feel like this album caused more issues, more problems, like more problems that she has to address. Like she's gonna be talking very soon, so it's like her energy towards Tory and this album, she felt like it created more problems and he brought more speculation on because she feels as though he told more lies on the album that she has to address. It's just like a lot of chaos that didn't need that she didn't need. A lot of issues, a lot of problems that she didn't need. So now I'm seeing where she has to address the what he said on the album. So she will be speaking about it soon, but I don't see her speaking about it right now. She may wait until her album drops or until she releases her album. Let's see. Will Tory Lanez and Megan ever have a discussion like face to face? Will they ever talk again? Let's see. Will Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion ever have another like? Will they ever communicate again? I don't see where these two will actually get like talk again. Like I don't see it happening at all. Not even in the future. I'm I'm just seeing where it's just like you stay in your lane, I stay in mine. And if we be at the same type of event together, stay in your lanes, I stay in mine, high and by type of situation. I don't see where these two will ever get back to the way they used to be at all. I don't see it. Like, she's over him. Did Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion? Did he really shoot her? Let me do this reading again. Let me read that again. Did Tory Lanez really shot Megan Thee Stallion? Yes, he shot her. Like I said before, yes, he shot her. It comes up again. Yes, he shot Megan. He shot her. Now, one thing I am picking up on, I'm picking up where he didn't intentionally mean to shoot her. Like, I don't see where he intended to shoot her. It's more of an accident. Like, he didn't expect like the gun to go off or something. I am seeing where he didn't intentionally mean to shoot her at all. It wasn't intentional. She was trying to walk away, and she was outside the vehicle when it happened. But I am seeing where he didn't intentionally mean to shoot her, and he does regret that night. He does regret how things went that night. This is why you can't play around with guns. Like, even when you in her face waving this gun or whatever happened, guns go off. So at the end of the day, nothing justified you playing around with guns. And that's how people actually can get killed, by just playing around with guns. So it wasn't intentional. He didn't intend to shoot her, but he did shoot her. And what making it bad on him is he's still saying he didn't shoot her. Like, take accountability, Tory. Take some accountability and say, yeah, I shot her, but it was not intentional. It was an accident. I did not shoot her with the intent to harm her. I was not trying to do that. It was basically accidental. But Tory is still denying that he shot her, even though he did. I am seeing where he did. He just didn't intend it to shoot her. He didn't want to cause her harm. He just was in egos, like he got a big ass ego. Megan hurt his ego that night. His ego was hurt as fuck. She hurt his feelings. And he is regretting that night. He regret how things really went. But he has to take accountability. Honestly. Take accountability for what your role was. And stop denying what you didn't do. Oh, I didn't shoot her. Yes, you did. Is what I'm saying. Yes, you did. It was accidental. So take accountability that you said and say, oh, I accidentally shot her. That's all you gotta say, Tory. There's a lot of allegations going on saying that Tory was messing around with Kelsey and all type of stuff was going around. So let's see if that really is true. Yeah, they had a situation going on. I feel like they used to come and see each other. Like, used to come and see each other. Yeah, Tory and Kelsey had something going on. They did. I don't think it was like a serious situation, but they did have some type of relations together. It wasn't as deep as everyone making it like, oh, she was in a relationship with Tory. She wasn't. They had a situation going on, and it was sexual. They did have some sexual relations there. There was some type of relations going on. But I'm picking up it wasn't really as serious as people trying to make it seem like he was fucking both of them at the same time, and I'm not seeing where they was having sex at the same time. But he did have sex with her friend, then turn around and fuck around with Megan. Now the question is, did Megan knew this? That's what I really want to know. Did Megan knew that her friend Kelsey had any type of relations with Tory?
She did not know.
Megan did not know. I'm seeing where she did not know. I believe she found out the same night of that incident. She found out the same night of that incident that these two had a sexual relationship going, or something happened between Tory and Kelsey. She found out that night. Whatever happened, even if it was just a kiss or whatever text messages, but I am seeing something did happen between Kelsey and Tory, and Megan found out that same night, which is why they're no longer friends no more, because she felt like Kelsey should have told her. She did. She felt very betrayed by her friend. She was very disappointed and hurt by this. She felt very betrayed by Kelsey. She didn't know. Yeah, she didn't know. She felt. I feel like she found out that night. She found out everything that night. Kelsey and Megan ever rekindled their friendship.
I'm picking up where
They
they.
may have a conversation, but the friendship would not be the same. I feel like they'd be cordial. I am seeing where they may have a conversation with each other and get everything out, but I am seeing where they in this, the friendship may not be the same going forward. I'm picking up where they'd be cordial. They'd be cordial. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment to let me know what you guys think of this video. Leave a comment on what videos you would like to see next. But thank you all for watching. Goodbye.